Hello, Sagittarius. This is Fuel of the Soul, and I'm here with your reading for September 1st through the 15th. I'm shuffling these cards. I have already two. Earlier, I already shuffled them. I'm going to break those up, and then we'll start the reading. Let's see. How about that? All right. Sagittarius. Your first card is the Six of Pentacles. The next card is the Four of Pentacles. And you have the Ace of Wands. So I right away heard, so I'm going to just say it, I hope I don't forget. I heard, be careful who you're giving your money to. Be careful that you're not giving too much out. So I heard that, and I'm going to keep going. That might be for some people and not for this full reading, but I just heard that, okay? So I think that's what I heard. I want to make sure. Be careful who you're giving your money to. Yeah, that's what it was. So that you make sure that you don't run out. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Be careful kind of who you're giving your money to and make sure you don't run out. That's what I'm saying. Okay? So that was a message for whoever, whatever. Now let me get to this reading, and because it might pertain to it, I'm not sure. All right. So I'll get into it and then we'll see. The Six of Pentacles. Okay, so this card, if you look at it in other decks, you'll see a dude or a woman, I guess, handing out money to like people who look like they're in need, or they just have their hand out. This one, we see scales that are even. We see hands that are out. And we see a person ready to hand a pentacle out. So I'm kind of thinking that for Sagittarius in the month of September, you might have a lot of things, a lot of money going out, like bills. Maybe, this is not an easy time. Summer is just now ending for some people, and maybe it was an expensive time. And now you have these bills kind of popping up. The Six of Pentacles talks about someone coming out and kind of handing money out. So for you, I kind of feel like it's a little bit more of the having to pay out. And so maybe some of you breadwinners out there are feeling a little bit of that feeling that you're having to kind of pay out everybody. And you're willing to do it. You've spent the money, you did whatever it is, the things that you uh, purchased, or I'm sorry, I can't even think of the words right now, things that you've got along the way, you're willing to pay for them, but it's kind of like that's where you're at. You're like, I've got to pay for them. I see your willingness here because, these are like people that you owe, whatever that looks like, personal loans or people or businesses. But I see you with your hand ready to pay, which is good. That's a good thing about Sagittarius. You're down to pay what you owe. That's good, right? So I feel like September is about you kind of shelling out money. The Four of Pentacles. I had this card for another sign, and it's funny because this one, I just noticed she has her hand covering closing the box. I didn't see that last time I read. On this one, yeah, I'm noticing like she has her hand, she's over that box of coins, so she's ready to close it almost like this, right? like clothes. And it's kind of telling me, it's a kind of a message to you, Sagittarius, that yes, you have to pay these bills. Make sure though that you're being wise with your money, making sure you're not depleting yourself entirely. So let's just say, for example, there's people out there maybe even asking you for a loan or help. Maybe this isn't a good time for you to do that because you're having to pay out wherever it is, or maybe people are used to you paying for things. But this is kind of a message. I feel like you need to make sure that you're not giving too much out and that you're kind of keeping for yourself. It's really easy though to like buy here, buy there. I'm a buyer. When I go out, I buy dinner, I buy drinks, I pay for a lot of stuff. I'm guilty of it. I like to do my part and I don't want people questioning it, you know? That's cool. I like it. But sometimes maybe I should, like, just as an example, I shouldn't be paying for it. Maybe everybody else needs to step up and pay because I pay all the time, maybe, let's say, for example. And so that's kind of what I'm trying to show you here is, maybe you need to kind of hold back a little. It looks like you're a good person and you do share, but I feel like you need to kind of make sure that you have your money in check too. Don't be giving it all out necessarily to people. And the Ace of Wands, though, does talk about an interesting opportunity coming your way. So maybe you need to have some money saved up so that this opportunity comes in for you and you're able to kind of take advantage of it because you might need some money for this, right? You might need to have some cash on hand, right? Whatever that is for you, assets, money. And if you're kind of giving it all out and you don't have anything saved, this opportunity can kind of go away. But it's kind of more like a warning about where your money's going out in September. Because it looks like in September too, I feel like at the end of the month, so it might dip into October, I feel like something's going to come your way that you're going to want to buy or you're going to want to have some opportunity. So you need to make sure, like this little chick's doing, which I usually say no, but this is kind of right. She's kind of right here. She's kind of closing in saying, look, no more money's going out right now. We've done enough spending or I've done enough paying out or whatever. And so I feel like this chick's kind of right. This energy here is right. Because it's a girl on this thing. Looks like a girl, could be a guy, but I feel like she's got the right state of mind here where it's like, you know what? Don't put all your money out right now. Kind of keep some because there's something coming your way that I think you're going to want to have or purchase or buy or invest in or do. And so you're going to need to have that money available for you. So that you can make a choice. So at least you have a choice. Whereas if you keep shelling everything out and paying for everything, by the time this opportunity arrives, you might have zero. And I would like for Sagittarius to have that choice, a choice here to make that choice. Do you want to or do you not want to? And so that requires a little restraint from your side. Just like I said, because you are doing a lot of spending or paying out in September. Understood, nothing wrong with that. There really isn't. But it's just like, okay, just make sure you're not overdoing it too much where you have nothing. Make sure you have something put away. I do think this card is about that because something else is going to come up and you're going to, I think, want to look into that, invest in it. Could be some type of action. You might want to move or something, or you might want to, I don't know. I heard move too for maybe a few of you people out there. And so you might need money for that, So that's what I'm getting for September for Sagittarius. And this is more about your money. This is being careful who you're paying, where your money's going out. Make sure it's going in the right place. Make sure that when you're paying that you're, for example, getting the receipt or making sure you're looking online to make sure that it's going where it's supposed to, and also to uh, no. I'm kind of hearing this, but I feel like no, but I'm going to say it. Like, be aware of those who want to kind of take your money. I'm just going to throw that one out there. Maybe there's some people that, you know, ask all the time, bug you. So maybe you have to start using that word no, so that you can have your opportunity, because you you work hard, you receive money for how, from whatever form of nature, whatever how you get your money, doesn't matter, you know. And so you want this opportunity to come your way. That Ace of Wands talks about a Knight of Pentacles as well, pops up for you. So there is this opportunity maybe for some growth. Maybe like there's this, some kind of investment. There's some energy here again with Pentacles. So for you, you're like the only sign out of the 12 this year, this month coming up, where it's all really more about money. So for Sagittarius, I want you to be able to move up and move forward in this investment or this opportunity that's going to come your way, possibly in the, well, it's coming in September. Something's coming up. I don't know what it is. The Knight of Pentacles talks about, yeah, about putting your money there and moving it forward into something else. And so that's why I'd like you to kind of maybe look at your money and maybe not shell it, all of it out, okay? And make sure that when this opportunity arrives, that you check that out as well. Make sure it's legit and that it's returnable in 30 days or whatever. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, make sure you do your homework on this as well. There's this warning here. There's also this warning here that as I talked about this, to get ready for this, you're going to also make sure that this is a good and true opportunity or purchase, that you can kind of have time to investigate it, to make sure that it's something that you really want and that it's really truly a good, true, good investment for Sagittarius. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, so for you, it's about money this month. It's kind of interesting. It's not about love and it's not about this. It's really about, a lot of them aren't about a love, though. I have to tell you, a lot of them are about, it seems like October, September, wait, January, January, August. Yeah, sorry, I'm thinking in my head. Not October. August was really let's just say a crazy month for everybody. And so I'm seeing a lot of pieces land on the ground and like everybody's trying to recover from it. So for you, it's not really like that. For you, it's more about being aware of your money, what whatever opportunities come up, that you kind of check it out. And like, say for example, you want to buy a car. I don't know, just say a car. Make sure that there's 30 days on it. Maybe you decide you don't want it, or look into the investment of it, because it could be a good investment for you. For example, see, this is good. This is not bad. This is good. But you want to also make sure that, because of this warning about shelling out too much, make sure that like say you're buying a car, just for an example, make sure you're not buying a $70,000 car, for example, versus a $30,000 car, where your money's good and safe and it's moving, it's not stuck all in the car, all invested in the car, that it's, you have a little here and you have a little investment there, you know, home, car, maybe a little bit in the bank, whatever that looks like. That's kind of what I'm talking about. I don't want you getting stuck in one thing. I want you to be able to put the money in different spaces and places so that you can utilize it and that it works for you, okay? And you're not paying out everywhere. Okay, that's my reading for Sagittarius, the month of September. I think I'm going to be back mid-month. I'm Fuel the Soul, and I'm so grateful to read for you, and I will see you again. Bye.